Thank you for joining us today for Cape Chronicle. I'm Mike Renick. Today we'll be talking with Will Gorman about upcoming events for the Show Me Center. But first, we'll be talking with two of the founders for Room for Smiles, Susan Tucker and Diane Bowles. Room for Smiles is an organization dedicated to bringing a little sunshine into the lives of the terminally or chronically ill children. Whether it's a new bedroom, a TV, an area for medical storage, they make a special place for children where they can have a special place for rest or recuperation. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
That's a big introduction.
Yes, it is.
But you do big stuff, which is why we're so happy to have you guys here today. That was just a brief description, I know, of what Room for Smiles does. But Susan, tell us, what's the mission of Room for Smiles?
Our mission is to help every child we can. We try, of course, people contact us with nominations for children that they know. We just want to bring as much happiness to these kids as we can. They've got so much, even the parents have so much to deal with buzzers and medications and doctors and all this stuff that they have to deal with. They don't have time to think of a new room. But these kids, with a new room, with storage or a new bed or anything like that, even a television and DVD player, stuff like that, it's just, it's amazing to see them look around at, stuff that we have one little boy that just laid there in his new crib, just kept looking around because he just couldn't believe where he was at or what, he had his favorite characters on the wall that he just kept studying.
So Diane, now let me get this right. So you guys will you'll identify children and you will go into their existing bedroom, right, and you remodel the entire thing. So you find out a bit about the child, what they like, what they want, maybe would want in their room, and you guys remodel it all.
A lot of the kids we talk to aren't verbal.
Sure.
So we do a lot through their parents. Their parents they know what their favorite cartoon character is or their favorite color or what they might like. And so they identify what they want, and we keep in contact with the parents to make sure that whatever we put in there is safe and
as we design a room, we will check back and forth with the parents, is this okay?
Right.
Do you need to keep this in the room? We'll kind of camouflage some of the equipment if it needs to stay in there.
Okay.
I know she made a little house camouflage that was for the chair, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And different things like that. Extra storage is what everybody needs, but we'll check back and forth because a lot of the kids, they have special ideas in their head, and a lot of them have like couple weeks to think about this. Mm-hmm. So,
some of them don't care, and some of them will tell you exactly, and no deviations, exactly what they want.
Exactly what they want. Now, the two of you are sisters.
Yes.
And was this kind of an idea that you had, or were you just kind of just chatting one day and?
Well, her being the oldest.
Sorry. No problem.
Pretty well, anytime I say, hey sis, she's going, oh no. But she always does it. So we had done rooms for friends, family, things like that for years. And I just got to thinking, let's do it for children that actually need it, that
would appreciate it.
Yeah. And because we had seen happy faces on healthy kids,
mm-hmm.
And so we thought, well, let's try this, and it just went from there. She said yes, and we went.
So is there any family history of a child that you knew that you needed to help in that way, or you just identified that, hey, let's do this for kids who aren't healthy and bring some smiles to those kids and their families?
We did have a nephew that died from cancer.
Okay.
But kind of brought it home.
Yeah, he brought it home to us.
We weren't able to do a room for him, but
But we know a lot of kids. I mean, back years ago, I worked at VIP, supervised there, and those kids are amazing down there. But, you know, a lot of them don't have a lot of things. You know, a lot of these kids spend 80 to 85% of their life in their room. So if you can have a TV or a game system, not a big game system, but just stuff to keep them busy. We've built sensory boards for some of the kids that are learning with learning disabilities. We built we had a Star Wars room that we did a whole corner command center that he had buttons, he had lights, he had switches, bells. He was in speech therapy, so I got the recordable buttons. They're about, you know, this big around, and when you pushed it, it would either make a noise, or on 2 of those, we recorded his speech therapist going, you know, attaboy, you can do it.
Encouraging him.
Wow.
So it's just anything that we think of, that the kids think of, that the parents think of, we just put it all in one room.
So who has the vision? Like when you
Yeah,
talk, Susan has the vision.
Yes.
So you kind of draw everything out and know how you want the room to look, and then you get to. Now I know you guys said that you will do some of the work, but you also have people that help in a great way.
We get a lot of help. Well, right now there's a fundraiser on Facebook that a lady does every year for her birthday. I don't know what you call it, but anyway, it's a Facebook birthday fundraiser.
Okay.
And Bowling Electric, it's our electrician. He comes and hangs ceiling fans if the kids need them, light switches, whatever. One room that he came and did, had he not checked
Yes.
the box, he said it could
He
have been a
doesn't know
fire
what-
within 10 minutes or 10 days. But it was, the wires were already burnt in this house. And just by him being there and putting in an extra outlet, he found that and he fixed that. And that, he does everything free of charge to us. He donates his time. Lowe's, they've helped us with a lot of discounts and stuff. There's a lot of area businesses that help us as far as like donating. We have an annual golf tournament in May or June, sometime in there, that we've had for 2 or 3 years now. And we get so many donations from area businesses that, it's just amazing the way people help, especially as much as a lot of these people are hit for donations.
Sure.
I mean, it amazes me when someone says yes. I mean, it's just,
We couldn't do it without the donations.
no, we couldn't. And we've got, some painters. This last golf tournament we had a couple, Bruce and Carla Fee, that have given us their word that they're going to paint unlimited rooms plus provide the paint for as long as we're doing this.
Wow.
Which for us, keeps me off the ladder and her off the floor to try to paint everything, And it was amazing that, and they said unlimited, so it's amazing.
So you're going to put them to work.
Yes. Yes.
What is we were talking a bit before about this, but as far as like a geographic area, how far will you travel? Have you traveled to redo a child's room?
Our main focus is 150-mile radius of Jackson, which includes, 3 or 4 states. We've been to St. Louis several times. Our furthest room we've done, which was actually out of our area, but we went down to Senatobia, Mississippi. She was a veteran single mom. She had 3 little boys, and 2 out of the 3 were sick, and we went down and did 2 rooms for them. And I don't know anything else.
Well, so the word's getting out,
Yes,
obviously.
it is.
Yes.
And you're reaching people beyond, just this community. I know you mentioned too that even in some of those other communities that you've gone to, you've been able to get good support, whether it be for lodging or what have you, where you tell them what you're doing, what your mission is, and,
Yes.
and they're willing to help.
We've never had to pay for a hotel. Any place we've gone away from this area, we've always got a hotel through several different chains that have said, yes, come on out, your room's here. And we always make sure that they get pictures of the room to show what they helped with. And a lot of times, of course, we get our money. And all these rooms are of no cost to the families. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, you still don't have time to do these rooms. And we get money through personal donations. We've had some grants. Of course, our annual golf tournament. But we started back in, we got our 501c3 papers in 2014. Since then, we've done about 30 rooms and getting ready to do 2 more just next week. So, for just the 2 of us, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that is really good. Tell us about the trailer that travels to the different homes and what you have done with the trailer.
Through donations, we were able to purchase a little 5x8 enclosed trailer. And of course, we've got it all decorated with Room for Smiles on the side, and actually have some of our rooms photos on the side of it. On the front of the trailer, we have little hearts. We've got the little pink hearts for the girls and the blue hearts for the boys, and have their names on the front of the trailers, or on the front of the trailer. And we do have one little boy that we have that has passed, that we do have one little blue heart with a halo and some little wings. But we think of him often. He was a sweetheart. So, of course, we get close to all these kids. We're only there for,
2 days.
2 days at the most. And you get so attached to these children. I don't know. And you get attached to the whole family.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. So we have a couple minutes left. Someone's watching this and they maybe know a family, or they want to donate, they want to help out. What's the best way to get involved in some way?
The best way, and the most ways that people have gotten in touch with us, is through our Facebook page. You can nominate a child, and then give us the parents, permission to get in touch with them. We go through Facebook. We have a website. On Facebook, you just type in Room for Smiles, and we'll come up. We have our our website, roomforsmiles.com.
Okay.
And email us. It's roomforsmiles@gmail.com. So we have several ways to get a hold of us. Just call. If you want to donate, call. That helps too.
I think you made a good point that time oftentimes is extremely valuable.
Yes.
So no matter what someone's financial situation
Right.
is, you're providing a service that gives them time with their families.
Yes.
Many families, like you said, are busy with medications and those sorts of things. So if you have a need, get a hold of you guys.
Right.
Because you are here to help. Well, thank you both so
here.
much. You're doing outstanding work, and it's great having you here today.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. We've been talking with Diane Bowles and Susan Tucker from Room for Smiles. Again, thank you for being here and for all that you do to help families with kids that have special needs. Coming up, we'll be visiting with Will Gorman from the Show Me Center. More after this. Stay tuned. That's it.
We are very pleased that Southeast has received statewide mission designation for the arts. It recognizes us as leaders in the visual and performing arts and confirms the quality of our programs. We are Missouri's only campus dedicated to the arts, being art, dance, music, and theater. And we are nationally accredited in all 4 areas of the art. This year, we were named a Yamaha Institution of Excellence, and theater was named a top musical theater program in the country. We've seen the number of majors increase greatly, and we're recruiting nationally. We consider it critical for our programs that we demonstrate to students how to get careers in the arts. We have students who've been stage managers, they've opened their own dance studios, they're doing film work, just all types of careers. We never rest. We keep going, and there'll be something new tomorrow.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
and Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed.
For the stock market.
Today, there are real threats to press freedom
reaching residential areas.
and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you.
Great question.
Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Welcome back to Cape Chronicle. I'm Mike Renick. Will Gorman is the director of the Show Me Center, and he is here to talk with us about the upcoming events for the rest of this year and into 2022. Will?
Thanks for having us, Mike. We really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Thank you for being here. Well, I know coming off some slower months.
Unfortunately, yes.
In the venue at the Show Me Center, things are starting to heat up, so to speak, and looking forward to some nice events throughout the rest of the year and going into the beginning of next year.
Yeah, well, really, we've been pretty fortunate in this area. Even last year, being able to host high school athletics, some of the graduations, commencements, and different events that we were allowed to host. This fall has been very, very busy. We're gearing up to even more this month. Here we've got the high school tournaments going on. We just hosted the high school state cheering championships with 140 teams over 2 days.
Wow.
And that was a first time event. But we've also got, if you drive by the Show Me Center, you'll notice there's a lot of construction going on. They're like, what are they putting there? Ameren Electric is actually partnered with the university, and the university decided to allow them to put in a solar farm in our east parking lot. And we will have, that'll provide enough power for 130 homes over a course of a year. And this will also provide covered parking for about 90% of our east parking lot along Sprague Street.
Will it really?
Yeah. So we're pretty excited. It was a little delayed in getting started. With everything we know, it doesn't always start on time. But
Right.
It'll be completed hopefully in July of 2022.
Okay. So with that happening at this point, obviously there's areas that you can't park in.
The lot is closed down in sections, so to speak, in the north and the south. We have the center walkway from the marquee. Right now the south side is closed, but the north side will probably be what's closed for a few months once they start putting in the structural steel and everything like that. But we'll have enough parking for all the events that we have coming up and everything, so we're pretty excited about that. I mean, with the high school tournaments that we have at the end of December is always very, very busy. We have about 20 to 24,000 people in 7 days.
Wow.
And this year we'll have a total of 36 games in 7 days over that. So we're pretty excited.
And that's 2 different basketball tournaments, correct?
Correct. We've got the First State Community Bank Holiday Classic, which is a girls' high school basketball tournament. And that'll be, got to remember this, on 19th, 20th, and 22nd. And then we have the Southeast Missourian Christmas tournament, which you probably know better than I. We're like 72 or 73 years we've been hosting this tournament, or the community has.
Sure.
This will be our 34th year hosting it, though. It'll be December 27th through the 30th, and that'll be 26 games over those 4 days. Well, about 20,000 people just for that.
A lot of basketball.
A lot of basketball, which is great. And then January 1st, the OVC, the Ohio Valley Conference men's and women's basketball season kicks off those games. That'll be on the 1st, January 1st. So, and those games will be, I believe, at 2:30 and 4:30 on that 1st. And then we start the rest of the OVC games between January, February. We also have, with the university, the Martin Luther King Jr. celebration, which will be back on Wednesday, January 26th. The doors will open at 5 o'clock for that. And then we also have the SEMO Athletics Hall of Fame dinner, which is going to be Friday, February 4th. And the following day, I believe we're playing Belmont. I'm not positive on that one. But that game, that Hall of Fame dinner, will be 2 classes actually going through, so it'll be quite large. So we're pretty excited about that. I think Pat Conlon's team from 1987 is actually going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame class. So that's pretty neat.
Not to jump back to the Christmas tournaments that are happening, but that is such a neat event for the community, but also for a high school athlete to be able to come and play basketball on the Show Me Center floor, where many Division I college players make their way through. Not something that they get to do every day, obviously. So being able to showcase at the Show Me Center has got to be a great thing.
It's a lot of fun. You really see a lot of heart out there. And it's, last year was a tough year because a team had to drop out because of COVID. You still had 15 teams that participated, and we got all the games in, and we were able to do it. So it's a lot of fun to see that, and it's kind of like the thing to do at Christmas. Everyone wants to come out the Christmas tournament, so it's a lot of fun.
It really is. It's similar to homecoming for a local high school. You come back for maybe out of town for Christmas, break or Christmas vacation, and let's go see who might see at the Show Me Center for the Christmas tournament.
I've heard of people postponing their holiday plans just so that because the kids didn't want to miss it, and they weren't playing, but they wanted to go to participate and see their friends play and everything like that. So it's one of the great events that we're able to host annually. We've been very blessed to have that.
So as we turn the calendar into January, I know you mentioned some of the OVC games with Southeast, but there are some other events that are ready to go, and boy, one of them just kind of has my favorite line, barbecue.
Yes,
that looks like the place to be at.
We're very, very fortunate that this community, between Smokin' Brothers, they build 3,000. Last year, I think this year they're going to do about 4,000 grills, smokers, pellet grills. Mm-hmm. They build here in I think Scott County, but just in this region. And then you got old hickory pits that go all over the world, built here too as well. This is a smoker capital of not just the Midwest, of the United States. And this event will be January 21st, 22nd. It's called When Pigs Fly, Indoor Barbecue Bash. It is the world's largest indoor smoker contest in the world. We can say that because we haven't found anyone else that can do it yet. We'll have 24 teams competing in cooking pork steak and ribs on Saturday. It'll be $15 to get in for the day. You'll get a pulled pork sandwich, you'll get a bottle of water, you'll get a side, and you'll be then able to go around and see all the different activities. We'll have live entertainment throughout the day, and then we'll also have cooking classes going on. I'm told we're working on another contest that'll be inside there that Ryan Eftink is working on, as you know. It's going to be a lot of fun. We did it in 2020 for the first time, And we had over 2,200 people come through the doors for this. Now, if you have asthma like I do, I still didn't have any problems going to, walking around and everything. But it smells good. It smells really, really good. And so it's a lot of fun. We had a band called Hog Slop String Band. We had live cooking demos. We had people fly out all the way from Mesa, Arizona to go to this event. So it was a lot of fun. This year we've expanded it up to 24 teams. And then there's also additional 4 teams called the Heroes Cup. You have the police, the fire, the county sheriff, and then Jackson police departments. And they cook chicken on the grills, and they have a celebrity cook with them to help them do that. And it's the Heroes Cup, and you actually put change in a big jar of the ones you like the best. There's free samples. You don't have to put change in or anything like that. And then that is awarded the Heroes Cup. Believe it or not, the Cape Fire Department won it in 2020, and they took a lot of pride in that, by the way. But we also then, you can judge the ribs and then the pork steaks. You can get 4 ribs for $10, and they're basically a bone of rib is each one, and they're from different teams, sorry, and you actually get to judge those ribs, and it's $10 for that judging opportunity, and that actually goes to the Backstoppers Give Back and Catholic Charities Food Bank. And that generates quite a bit of money for them as well. So we're excited to have that going on then.
We've got 1 minute left.
Okay.
I know you got a lot more going on.
Yeah.
So in February, we have the Harlem Globetrotters.
Correct.
And we also have Disney on Ice.
Yeah. Disney on Ice will be here February 17th through the 20th for the first time in 16 years. We'll have 7 shows in 4 days. Thursday the 17th and Friday the 18th of February, they're at 7 o'clock shows. 3 shows that Saturday at 11, 3, and 7 p.m. And then on Sunday at 1 p.m. and 5 p.m.
All right, showmecenter.biz to find out all the goods.
And our tickets are available.
All right. Thank you so much, Will. It was good to see you today. Thanks to all of our guests, and thank you for joining us for Cape Chronicle. The program is a collaboration among the Department of Mass Media at Southeast Missouri State University, the City of Cape Girardeau, and River Radio. Our producer is Nicolette Brennan. Our executive director is Dr. Jim Dufek. I'm your host, Mike Renick. Thank you for watching.